mean, I'm not the only one who's built an underground bunker and filled it full of tin food, surely. Hi, my name's Roger, and in today's video, I'm going to be building a post-apocalyptic diorama. I found this wooden block in a charity shop. It's a tea light holder, or something like that. It was only £2, what a bargain. This diorama will be over 2 floors, and the plastic card will be the back wall. When this is in place, it will give me a stable base to build off, I hope. Once the super glue is dry and I've unstuck my fingers, it's time to start on the base structure. The floors, sidewalls and the 2 levels. I like to spend my evenings cutting out foam bricks. If you can think of a better way to waste my time, I'd like to hear it. I then like to test my sanity by sticking these tiny bricks onto the walls. Using plastic card to create the door, wooden coffee sticks for the surround, we can start adding the detail. This is a bit tricky to stick in place. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. If there is, let me know. With a basic structure in place, we can now ruin all my good work and add some battle damage to these walls. Side note, my local coffee shop recently went out of business. Apparently someone keeps stealing all the coffee sticks. Nothing to do with me, I just thought it was a bit of interesting information. Filler. Ah, so that's the reason why you only put a few bricks on the wall. Bricks on the wall? Isn't that a song? Anyway, you can see what I'm trying to do here. Fill in the space around the bricks, make it look like there's more there. Once dry, we can take it outside. Note to self, get that lawn mowed. Give it a good sand. And then a zenithal highlight. And then we're ready to paint. Hold on, we forgot the bullet holes. Let's get these added and then we're ready to paint. But before we do that, we're going to need some miniatures. Let's put the beer aside and get on with this paint job. The name of this miniature is Rose, so yeah, let's call her Rose. As with most of my paint jobs, we'll give it a good solid base coat to start. Get all the colours blocked in. Nice pair of rubber gloves there. I'm sure these are radiation proof. Once the base coat is done and an all-over wash has been applied, we can build up the colours and make them stand out a little bit more. You know, I'm starting to think that we can maybe bypass this wash stage altogether and just work straight on with the highlights. Something I'm going to try in a future video. Final few highlights, make the colour pop, and she's done. Mr. Hazmat Suit. Well, I say Mr, I guess it's a man. Back to the bright colours, a yellow contrast paint to start, and then, just like the girl, a wash all over, and then we can pick out the details with some layers and highlights. For the visor, I made an attempt at reflective glass, using a dark grey to start and then wet blending out into a lighter grey. Does it look good? Does it work? Let me know. Okay, so the build's done, we've painted the miniatures. All we've got to do now is the final stage, which is paint the actual model itself. So we'll start with a wet blend using light browns and khakis. This building has survived a nuclear blast and the fallout that followed, so we need to weather it accordingly. Just like the miniatures, everything gets a good solid base coat. All the floors and walls get a wash of browns and a bit of purple mixed in for the top room. This is going to be the child's bedroom, so I wanted to give it a hint of what it once was. Ah yes, our friends the bricks. All these will get a base coat of a few different oranges I mixed up on the wet palette. Then once dry, we'll go back over those with some highlights. A brighter orange at the top and a red near the bottom. Then to pick out the details and the shapes, we'll go around each brick with a marker pen. Whilst we have that pen out, let's go around the whole building and pick out some more details. Everything then gets a light dry brush, followed by a green wash in some of the recess areas. I then had a bright idea. Let's paint a nuclear explosion on that painting that's hanging in the bedroom. I'm not sure who would have this as an actual picture in their bedroom, but hey, what are you going to do? So yes, in hindsight, I should have really painted this first and hung it up later, but I didn't have a good idea then. The radiation effect was created using a rough base coat of white and then adding some contrast paint over the top. Of all the effects I do, or try to do, I think this is probably the most effective. This is my first time using some LEDs. It's all very easy and something I'm going to do a lot more of in the future. I found a few cheap sets on eBay. All you got to do is join the wires and add a battery. Bit of extra detail here, some graffiti on the wall. Winnie, that's my dog by the way. You can always catch more of her and me on Instagram. So, I'm no Banksy, or am I? But it was while doing this graffiti that I had a great idea. Let's add a few more names, and not just any old names, but people I actually interact with within the hobby. So I done a quick shout out on Instagram and asked people to like my story. Anybody that did, got their name added. What you're about to see is the results of that. Many thanks for getting involved, even if your name is very long or in a foreign language. I tried my best. All we got to do now is fix these lights, add the miniatures, and yeah, let's take a look at the final reveal.